All right, guys, so I'm going to start off this review as not backwards, but in a different order. I'm here at Chick-fil-A, ready to have a quick little dinner Saturday night before it closes Sunday. So this is my first time actually experienced driving a hybrid. Not a lot of driving as I should in the hybrid to like fully test it, but enough to just tell you guys what I've done. So for trip one, most of that was city driving, just around my neighborhood. I didn't go actually to the city, but just a lot of commuting back and forth. And I drove pretty much 70, 75 miles, and the other 50 miles out of this 126. I'm not for sure if you guys can see that properly. This one right here is what I just drove on I-24. I just went 30 miles one way and almost 30 miles another way as well, almost 60 miles. So I'm gonna go back to trip one real quick. So I did kind of average around 36 miles a gallon on the city. I know it says 37.9, but almost 52 of that was from the actual highway from trip two. In trip two, like a round trip on 924, I had it on cruise control for about 70, and then one way, and I'm back 75 miles per hour. So if I were to do cruise control at 60 miles per hour, I'm pretty sure we'll get better miles per gallon on the highway. But this is my real world testing of the 2019 Ford Fusion Hybrid Titanium. Real quick, I just turned off the car. I got a brake score of 92%. It's saying when you turn off, thanks for driving a hybrid. This is from Ford. And this the fuel used, 40.7 miles per gallon. And everything is off currently. So let's go ahead and get some food real quick. So I'm currently on the highway, just doing 60 miles per hour. I am using lane keep assist. As you can see on the far left, it is the car, and the green lights is indicating that it has read the lines on the road. So I can set the distance between the car I am in front of. I have the speed set at 60 miles an hour, and the speed will adjust here in a second. And if I want to back away from the car in front of me, all I have to do is click this left pad right here. And I love this left pad because you can turn on and off the cruise control, and you can set your speed, lower it down, raise it up. Everything is just right here in the left part of the steering wheel. And I love the feel of it. So I'm actually gonna increase the distance between us, actually send us up apart from each other. So let's see if it focus back on. So when you do that, some lines between the vehicles will appear. So if I wanted to close the gap between us, get closer to the vehicle, press up again. And as you can hear the electric motor just grinding up a little bit as it's going back to 60 miles per hour. Just like as pretty much any radar got a cruise control. I do like this system a lot more because it doesn't just grind on the brakes. I'm not for sure because it's a hybrid. I do love the safety features on this, the lane keep assist. It is kind of a strong, how can I explain this? Once you start drifting into the lines, I'm not sure if I can demonstrate it for you, but just from my point of view, the lane keep assist, once you start drifting away from the lines, the steering wheel gets very, very aggressive towards you. Experienced this in the Subaru Outback. I thought that was aggressive. This is more aggressive if you don't stay in between the lanes. So you might want to take this car or another Ford or product on a test drive, get on the highway or freeway, whatever, and try the lane keep assist and see if you actually like it, because it's very kind of aggressive like. Okay, so now let's do a review on the exterior of the car. It's a Ford Fusion Hybrid, but you don't have any crazy hybrid type of wheels. Only thing you have right here is a hybrid badge down on the driver's side and on the passenger side as well. But looking at these wheels, these are some very nice wheels, very nice sporty wheels. This is the titanium package, which I will go into details about what is all included. So it doesn't have any, doesn't stand out as like a huge hybrid vehicle. It just looks like a nice ST type of a model, just a normal mid-size sedan, which I really like. This is a very beautiful mid-size car. It makes me kind of sad that the sedans is kind of fading away slowly but surely, and SUVs are taking over the market, but it is what it is. I have the honor of driving this car. I only had it since Thursday through Saturday. If I were to get a new car, one day at work, I was just sitting in this Ford Fusion, and I was like, man, I really starting to dig hybrids working at my job for almost 2 years now. And This is the first time I actually really drove a hybrid car. It was actually a Ford Fusion hybrid, and I will state this towards the end of the video again, but if I were to get a vehicle that's a hybrid, it's because of this. Yes, most indeed. So just continue on the review. The back of it, still you have that hybrid badge right here underneath the titanium trim level. Got the Tennessee tax right here. We got this vehicle brand new around May-ish, June-ish, around that time period. You have a nice little spoiler on here as well. And on the back you have your reverse camera. Otherwise, it's just a nice Ford. Got the signature styling of a Ford. Nothing wrong with it. The color is Oxford white. Kind of weird that it only has a sunroof and not a panoramic roof. That'll be really nice on this vehicle. But other than that, this is a very handsome car. This could fit both sexes, both male and female. I just got through doing the review of the Chevrolet Malibu, and I was like, man, that's a really good looking mid-size car all around. This is the same as well. Whether you're a Ford or Chevy person, whatever you like is wherever you like. But this is just a fantastic looking vehicle. I mean, absolutely just beautiful. So that's the exterior of the car. Let's go inside real quick. I have the key in my pockets. You have the touchpad right here. It's a little sensor. So the doors are currently unlocked because I just put my hand behind the door handle. So if I were to click this little sensor right here, it locks the vehicle. And since the vehicle is locked, put my hand on it, unlock it. The turn signals on the door mirrors, will flash on, and then the headlights will turn on as well. You talk about beautiful on the outside. Wait till you look at this interior color. Oh my goodness. I should have done this earlier throughout the day, but trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my Nissan van. Enough of that now. Let's go ahead and finish this review. This is a russet leather color. So that's the name of the leather. Russet. It's like an orangey, but dare say goldy. It's more of an orange type of a leather. I think this thing really stands out with it in white. If the exterior was black as well. The cabin is nice and quiet. Excuse the mess, just got to finish my Chick-fil-A lunch earlier. Just take a minute just to look at this interior. Very nice. So, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on, put my foot on the brake, and I'm going to hit this engine start button. It lets you know if it's ready to drive. Since it's being a hybrid, there's no engine noise whatsoever unless the accessories is on and the radio starts playing. So I'm turning on the dome lights real quick. Let's see if I press one button, see that all turn on. There we go. So I'm not using the flash on my phone right now. I love the steering wheel. It's very nice and thin. Everything in here feels very nice, very premium for a mid-size car. A non-luxury sedan, but this is very luxurious. This is a Sony unit. You have your sound, you press the sound, and you can adjust your sound, the treble, the mid-range, the bass, and stuff like that. You have your climate control down over here. AC, you got your AC seats, or should I say ventilated seats, heated seats. You can change the temperature gauge for the driver's side, temperature gauge for the passenger side. It also has you can synchronize both of them. But as you can see for the media, it's a CD player. This is a 2019 Ford, and it still has a CD player. I mean, some cars still have them, believe it or not, like a 2020 Nissan Murano. But looking down here, you have two USB ports. In the Chevrolet Malibu, like I just reviewed, you only had one. But for some odd reason, I'm looking around this car. You also have your little socket down here, right next to your two USBs. But looking around here, that's just my phone charger. Looking around here, and even underneath, there is no auxiliary port. So it has a CD player, but there's nowhere where you can put your auxiliary. That's kind of weird. It's kind of backwards. Most cars got rid of the CD port but no auxiliary. But nevertheless, it's a very nice flat display. The system is very easy to use. I would say it's very close to that Uconnect system. I mean, it's a very nice system. This is down at the bottom. You just have your audio, your climates, your phone, navigation. This car is equipped with navigation. This is a very nice navigation system. It doesn't lag like I've seen in other vehicles. Applications, this car is equipped with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You go through your settings and stuff like that. It's just very simple, intuitive, gets the job done. So as you guys may know, I am 6'9" and I'm sitting in a mid-sized car. I wouldn't dare call this cramped. I can fit in this better than I can like the Honda Accord. I will put this on par slightly, very slightly, with the Toyota Camry. But the Toyota Camry had the best driver position I have experienced in a mid-sized sedan market. The Chevrolet Malibu, for me being 6'9", I just have the most leg room out of the whole range of the mid-size sedan. And this one, my leg is rubbing against here, but unlike the Honda Accord, this part is kind of a hard plastic on the left side, but on the right side, it's got a softer type of plastic. I'm not for sure how it is on long distance trips. I have yet to get to experience driving that long in this vehicle, highway at least, but the drive position in this car, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You will do. There are others that are better than this, but this is a fantastic cabin to be in. I just really enjoyed my time in this vehicle, even though it's pretty short. I wish I was able to put more miles on this thing, but nonetheless. So if you're 6'9", I'll say if you're 6'5" and above, me, I'm kind of a slimish type of person. Well, I am slim, so I don't have like huge thighs or anything like that. So I can fit in this well. But once again, this is one of those cars I kind of recommend you probably just take on a lengthy test drive to see if you can withstand if you're taller than 6'5". So that's the drive position. Let me get into the passenger seat and then the rear seat. So I'm gonna leave the vehicle running right now. This vehicle has a loud chirping sound. You heard the Malibus, you heard the Honda Accords. Honda Accord has a high pitch, but if you leave the keys in your pocket and you exit the vehicle while the vehicle is still running, and the horn will chime. It's kind of a loud one, just to really let you know. It's not as loud as the Malibus or the Honda Accords. And the Camry that I had a there's a normal key in the ignition, so I've yet to experience what the Camry sound like. So now I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm actually very comfortable. I do have leg room in here, more leg room on my right leg than I do on the left. That's because the infotainment center right here. Same problem, but yet again, you still get this little soft type of padding right here, which is okay if you want to rest your leg onto the this part right here. So you'll do anyone who's 6'5" and above. You'll be able to be comfortable in this. Headroom is kind of chopped off because I do have the sunroof option on here, so it may affect me in the rear. That didn't sound right. In the rear. In the rear seats, it probably will affect me a little bit differently. So let's check out this in the rear real quick. I'm gonna raise the passenger seat up forward. I doubt I'll be able to sit behind myself. And the Honda Accord I was able to. So it is kind of a squeeze to get in here, but nonetheless, I am in here. Now the passenger seat is slightly forward than my driver position currently, so I am able to sit back here, but I gotta put my legs out wide. And the Honda Accord, I didn't have that problem, but so this should show you what the difference is between the Honda Accord, the Malibu, and the Ford Fusion. If you're taller than like 6'5", obviously I can raise the seat up just a little bit more, but I kind of put it on par at least with my drive positions. But while I'm back here is the information about the Ford Fusion Hybrid. Let me try out the flashlight. This is actually the exact trim level that I have right now. Ford Fusion Hybrid. 2019. It has a 2-liter 4-cylinder ECVT Auto Trans Power Slip. The exterior Oxford white, and you got the interior trim level as well. But just to let you know, if you want to get a general idea how much of this vehicle would cost, This one in particular costs $35,480 for the Ford Fusion Hybrid Titanium package. So if you like this leather seats, this color, if you like the exterior, if you like everything I just showed you onto the car with the sunroof and all that stuff, then for 2019, brand new, there's still some out there. So real quick before I end this video, I'm not for sure where I'm going to insert this parts, but this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder, made it to a electric motor. As you guys know, this is a hybrid, and it has a total of 188 brake horsepower. So I am going to give it a quick little acceleration for you guys. And 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, go. Foot to the floor. It pulls very strong, this. And that is 60. And the visibility in this thing doesn't matter if you're 5'5", 6'7", it doesn't matter. The visibility in this thing is fantastic, man. These pillars right here are very thin, man. I gotta say, this is just a well-made car, and it's sad I gotta return it. I would like to rent it again. I probably will. This is probably one of the cars I'll rent again if I see it again. It could be a different color, different leather seats. I could care less. I really enjoyed my time in this Fusion. So that's it from my point of view. It's a fantastic car.